Salut. Look, surprise, look. That's how fast it is. What's up?
Half a minute since
Point macro?
it is macro. Let me see what it says. Oh, it's a little zoom. Ah, okay,
Yeah, it's a
okay.
zoom, actually.
I thought it was like a macro lens.
So-
You said you would bring your Recon. Where's your Recon?
I have
Oh,
it.
yeah?
Are you crazy? I have it, of course. It's the GL3. And I have the flash also, but...
No, I have something for you. There you go.
Oh, really?
There you go, man.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank you.
There you go.
Thank you so
You cannot
much.
carry it like this, man.
Yeah.
Like a fucking amateur. Oh, this is the big boss of this whole thing here.
Oh, really?
And he insists on calling him boss. Oh, look at this, man. This looks nice. Like I'm taking pictures of my own pictures, man. Nothing beats that. Do you have any specific order? Yeah. So it's gonna be in that exact order, right? Nice. Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be good. Check it out. Let's go grab a drink, and then, I mean, we're gonna put it up. We're gonna put it up after lunch. After lunch, right? After lunch, right?
You want to lunch with him?
No, I'm gonna go to lunch with you guys.
I told you if we...
You just send me a message. We're gonna go hang out, maybe grab a drink. I haven't been to Paris in so many years.
Really?
Yeah. You know, I never clicked with Paris.
Yeah, I saw that on the interviews and I was like, why?
I don't know why. Man. I have no idea.
That's crazy.
But never, really. I don't know, back then I was shooting film. I remember what I said in the whatever interview that was. I would go and shoot like so many rolls of film. Then I come to Paris and I shoot like one roll in like 3 days. And I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Maybe you don't
I'm gonna start dressing like this. I'm gonna dressing like this. Let's check Sergio Tacchini.
You're not shooting because you want to do shopping.
Yeah.
That's why.
Yeah, I don't have enough stuff. I don't have enough stuff. There's always something missing. Come on, I'm kidding. I have so much shit, man. Like,
So you never clicked with Paris, but how did you click with photography at first?
how did I click with photography?
Yeah.
It's like, as I said in one of my previous interviews. No, I mean, my dad was kind of amateur photographer. My grandfather as well. And then, my dad always tried to get me into photography, and I never really cared. It's like, it doesn't work like that, man. You kind of have to, it has to be organic. And then when shit started happening in my country, in ex-Yugoslavia, in Serbia, riots and shit like that, that's when I started doing photography, shooting. Because that kind of made sense for me. That darkness was the first thing that I was shooting, so kind of my style developed like that. Kind of maybe darker, I don't know. I don't see it as darker, my style, but other people do. So, I don't know.
I think you moved to New York.
Yeah, I moved to New York in, what year was it? 1998? Yeah, I moved to New York. I won a green card lottery. That's how I moved to New York.
Really?
Yeah.
So we know the story now.
Yeah,
Okay, so
yeah.
That wasn't like a direction.
I
before.
mean, look, I never really intended to go. I was just drinking with some friends at my place, and we all applied, and I was the one to win. So I was like, okay, I didn't have money. I was like really poor. And I was like, but dude, if opportunity like that presents itself, you have to kind of use it. You cannot be a pussy and like, oh, I'm not gonna go. You end up asking yourself all your life, oh, what would happen if I
did not go.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
You commit.
This way I had to do it, just to not be a pussy. Yeah.
Outside, man.
That's the shit that was killing me the most. You got to.
No walls everywhere. Like, you know what I mean? Some of us live around the corner from each other, some of us live from me 3 blocks down. It's not that far.
This is the best one. You mix the residue with some of the white, some of the white into an oil, and then you stir the oil.
My first book came out in 2006. Yeah, the gangsters, and it's all good. Yeah, that one, black and white one.
No, was it like a goal for you to
Well,
publish it? Like,
look, no. You know how it works, man. You kind of, if you try, it's never happening. Once you give up, once you're like, fuck it all, man, I don't give a shit anymore, then things starts happening. Things start happening, so that's what happened to me. You know, I was sending my stuff all around and no one really cared. And then when I was like, I don't give a fuck anymore, man. I even stopped doing photography. For 2 years, I didn't even do photography. I was depressed, I didn't do photography. And then things just work on its own time, on their own timing, in a way. You cannot, I don't know. Life is just weird. The main problem is, you know, if you don't believe in yourself, that's like major flaw. And even if you're like self-confident and everything, and no one around you believe in you, you'll kind of stop believing in yourself. And that's that sentence in whatever we do. That's what happened to me. That's how I stopped doing photography.
yeah, you didn't believe in yourself.
Yeah, you kind of lose faith in yourself. And what's worse than that, man?
Yeah. What's worse than that? It's nothing.
Shit,
Yeah.
yeah.
So you.
Kind of not easy to bounce back from them.
But you made it, right?
Yeah, I kind of did it, but it was kind of by chance. It wasn't planned. It was just like I quit photography, and then one afternoon I kind of built a website because I was doing web design in the meantime. I built a website with 20 of my photos and I sent it around, and everyone was like, "Whoa, this is great!" So I was like, maybe I have some talent. I don't know. So I kind of started doing photography again. I sold all my equipment on eBay. I just had one camera body and one lens left. And then I kind of started doing photography again. You know, nothing there to manage. You know, you just go with the flow. Yeah. And when you're like in a new place, in a new city, I walk around for 15 hours. You know, I go crazy. You know? You cannot really plan good shots, you know. They just happen everywhere. If you're not able to take a good shot right here, why would you even bother traveling or going anywhere else? You know, it's like it's everywhere. It's right here. 90% of Florida stuff is recall. But yeah, no free advertising. Fuck them. Who cares, man? It's like, I mean, probably, I don't know. I'm kind of sick of it. I'm kind of sick of it. You know, I was thinking of switching to Sony or something like that. Something small also, you know, with like flash built in. Because this is like kind of, okay, yeah, it's point and shoot, but point and shoot should have flash built in. You know, I really don't know. I guess you just get sick of what you do and you try new things.
Yeah.
Whether it's like new lens, every new lens is like different view, different perspective. Whether it's that, whether it's like, I don't know, flash did it for me. I'm like, sometimes I think like, how could I ever shoot without flash? Because for decades I didn't use flash at all.
You regret?
At all, zero.
Do you regret or?
No, come on, no. This thing, the point and shoots are good because people don't take it seriously.
Yeah.
That's good, and that's great. And you can shoot from some angles that you cannot shoot with a big camera. That's definitely an advantage. Oh, Okay. Okay, I get it. Hey, Cassidy. Hey. Hey.
We love dog also, you know.
Yeah, come
It's the
on.
best friend.
Dogs are so much better than people. Oh my God. It's cold. I remember back in the day, I was shooting people, and then all of a sudden, you kind of get sick of people, sick of explaining people what you're trying to do, and like, asking people to take photos. Then you'll wait for people to leave your frame. And that was kind of liberating, because you realize you don't need people to take a good shot. You don't need people, human beings in the frame in order to take a good shot. You can be perfectly good without people. It's for him. Thank you, sir. That's for me. Thank you. First images are not as good as they should be. You know, the best work comes later, because it takes time for us to get used to each other.
To know each other.
Yeah, of course. And it takes time for them to relax, to kind of get used to you being around all the time. And I shoot all the time. I'm always there. I shoot, especially these in-between moments, man. That's where that's gold. Those moments that are not scripted.
You like those moments?
Yeah, of course. I mean, I'm non-stop. I'm like a machine. Bah, 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 bah. Yeah, non-stop.
Never seemed so hard to say what you believe when everything you have seen is from above.
It's about being stubborn. It's about being stubborn, man. I start something, I'm not gonna quit. No matter what it is. It's like I stopped eating meat when I was 20. I haven't had any meat in 36 years. So it's just pure stubbornness. You cannot be a photographer just when it's about money. You have to live it. You have to do it all the time. You have to be ready all the time. Look, the thing is, I don't like people, for example, people posing. And I realized, when you're like at the gym, and when you reach the moment of like, you're like fighting to survive, in a way, you're gonna drop dead. That's when there is no posing, man. There is no pretending. It's just pure survival. And it's the same with fighting. Like Mike Tyson said, everyone has a plan until they get punched in the face. That's the thing. That's the thing. It's only bare human being. It's just instincts and emotions and fighting to survive. In general, shooting sports is great, but especially when you reach that moment when people are just tired, exhausted, and they're like, dude, I just want to survive. That moment it says everything. When there is no one thinks about how they look, they're like cool, like. Hold on. Giovanni. I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. Where are you done there? Are we meeting for lunch? No, you tell me what time do you need me there, man? Yeah, I'll have to go there. Oh, this is 350 meters away. I really love life, man. I love my life, but I love life in general. It never ceases to amaze me. Yeah.
Because we can feel it that you're really into it,
I am.
You don't think that much, I feel.
What?
You don't seem to think that much.
Thinking is the enemy, man. Thinking is the enemy. Thinking is the enemy. Seriously. It's like when you're shooting. When you're shooting, you see a good scene or something good in the streets. The first reaction, the first shot is usually the best one. Yeah, of course you're gonna be like, oh yeah, let me photograph this angle, that angle, but usually 90% of the time, first one will be the best. or the last one. Or the last one, we're like, oh, let me do this one, bam. That's it.
It's the first one and the last
Yeah, usually the first one. Man. You see, when it's just reaction. Street photography, like real from the gut street photography. It has to be from the gut. Thinking like, oh, is the light right? Or like, what's the framing? Like, fuck off.
Fuck composition and light, we don't care.
You're like, oh, how do you compose your images? I don't know. I don't have a single day of formal art education, man. No. No, just trial and error. Let's go.
That was a good way to finish.
Yeah.
I can say that interviewing him is like living like a sequence of statements.
Yes.
I don't know how to explain it, but it's like
Yeah, it's a mix of sequences
Yeah,
and
exactly.
of sentences, and you're like, oh, okay, what do we do with that? But I think it works. It fits very well the picture.
But I think that it's actually the way he approached photography,
Yes.
because it's like one direction, you know, just react.
Yeah.
It's just pure instinct and just like taking outside of him like what's his core about, you know what I mean? So and that's why I really appreciate it. Like for example, talking about the ultra subculture. Right now I'm 32 years old, so I can like talk about what's good and what's bad, and there are like a lot of bad sides of the ultra subculture. But Boogie was pretty honest, you know, in describing it as like he shared with me like, you know, a lot of these guys didn't have like a proper family.
Don't leave me behind. All the one that I was. Sometimes we come back empty-handed, like bees from plastic flowers.
I'm not pushing anything. I'm not after extremes, but I'm not running away from them as well. You know, so I love excitement, of course, I do. And you know, when I go somewhere, I mean, I walk like, I don't know, 20 hours, 15 hours a day, man. The travels are very inspirational because, you know, you see people that live better than you see people that live worse than you, so you kind of can position yourself better. You know where you stand, in a way. That's, I think, important in life, to know where you are. A photograph should be good to people that live that life as well. It should be universally good. It's not just about shock value. You know, it's one thing to show something people don't see on a regular basis, on a daily basis. That's one thing. And another thing is like the kind of universally good shot. Well, you know, one of the guys, my best friend there, he actually got in touch, I don't know, like a year and a half ago. He got out of prison and he was like, man, hey, Boogie, are you ready for It's Still All Good? You know? Yeah, I'm like, yeah. I want to do that, man. I want to do that. Next time I'm in New York, I have to go see him and hang out and, you know, figure out how to make it happen again. How to do it again. I don't compare myself, you know. Even if the place or whatever was shot a million times, it wasn't shot by me. We all see things, life, world in a different way. That's the whole point. I don't make plans. You know, based on my life experience, plans usually don't materialize, they don't happen, you know. So I don't really make plans. I try to kind of go with the flow. It's like, I mean, I've been doing this for decades. There are some, you know, you develop, as well as you develop your own style, you develop your own taste, man. It's just, and I published many, like a bunch of books, so, you know, it's like, you basically know what works with what. You kind of feel it. It's just a feeling. You cannot describe the feeling. It's the feeling. don't care about opinions, man. I don't do this because I do this for myself, not for other people's opinion. Who fucking cares? I'm done. I was done with that long time ago. I finished that long time ago. You don't need to prove anything. You're okay the way you are, man. Fuck them. Life is too short.
Imagine you're going somewhere, you took a picture like you like
And
because
I'm like, hey, do you like it? Like it? Fuck that. I don't do that. Shut up. I'm not talking about like that shit, man. Come on.
all right.
Yeah, you over it.
Come on. You don't need to prove yourself to anyone, man. You're good the way you are.
It's something.
If you don't do that for others. You don't do photography for others. You do it for yourself. That's the most important thing.
Yeah, you're right. Something
To kind of get over trying to impress people and show people what they like. That's wrong. That's wrong path. Gets you nowhere, I think. Gets you nowhere. In the long run, it gets you nowhere.
When you were young, did you ask?
I don't
this
know.
question?
I don't know. I don't know.
You don't know?
Dumb question.
That's great. Do it.
Dumb question. Good. Done.
Thank you, man.
Thank you, man. Thank you for your time.
Okay.
Thanks.